Hey guys, Corell Cooper with OnTheBlack.com here to give you a Mets-Phillies series recap. So the Mets dropped 2 out of 3 to the Phillies and fall to 4 games back in the NL East in what I feel was a very exciting and well-played series between the Mets and the Phillies. So it's good to see some really good, clean, hard baseball being played. A little disappointed that the Mets did lose 2 because, if a few things break their way here and there, the Mets could have actually swept this series. But as it is, the Phillies play hard and they fought back. They never stopped playing and they ended up taking 2 out of 3 from the Mets. And I really have sort of 2 takeaways from this series. First is the Mets starting pitching. Was good to see that the Mets starters in this series kept the Mets in the game. In all the games that they started, Santana and Pelfrey and Redding last night. And actually, out of the 3 starters for the Mets in this series, Redding probably was the best out of all 3, which was surprising, going 7 innings and giving up only 3 earned runs. So it was good to see that the Mets starters kept the team in the games. On the flip side of that, one of the negative things was the lack of scoring late in the games by the Mets offense, which I feel was the reason why the Mets lost the 2 games that they lost. In game 2 in the series, the Mets scored early and then didn't score after the 4th inning. And then in game 3 of the series, the Mets had an early lead again, but didn't score after the 5th inning. And I understand the bullpen came in and kind of gave up some runs in both of those games. But, if the Mets bats don't fall asleep, both of those games could have been a little bit different. So instead of placing the majority of the blame on the bullpen, I'm going to say it was the Mets offense, for the reason that the Mets lost those 2 games. And now it's time for my Who's Hot, Who's Not segment. Who's hot? Right now, Pedro Feliciano. He was big in the series against the Phillies, didn't give up any earned runs, and came through against guys like Howard and Utley. In the month of June, Feliciano has 6 innings pitched and has only given up 1 earned run. So Pedro Feliciano pitching really well for the Mets out of the bullpen right now. On the flip side of that, who's not hot? Gary Sheffield. After pretty much helping carry the team in the month of May, Sheffield is batting .250 right now and only has 2 hits in his last 21 at-bats. So, especially coming up this weekend against the Yankees, where Sheffield will probably spend some time DHing, it's important that we can get Sheffield's bat going again, especially with Reyes and Delgado being out in the middle of that lineup. And up next for the Mets is a trip to the new Yankee Stadium to play the Yankees this weekend for a 3-game series. Livan Hernandez pitching tonight, John Maine pitching Saturday, and Santana on Sunday. Hoping the Mets can take 2 out of 3 in this series. We'll see. They're in the middle of this tough stretch here where you're playing really some top teams in baseball. So, really important to see if the Mets can win some series. They lost the series to the Phillies, so let's see if they can bounce back this weekend and take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. And that's it for my series recap, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Phillies series and the upcoming series against the Yankees. Talk to you guys soon.